Oh hey, it me, it us. We back. Welcome to Monsterhearts. It's been 25 days I saw since we played. That's what it was on the Twitch movie from last stream. So,
Oh wow.
happy 25 days later. Not quite 28 days later, so it's not going to get zombie-fied. But we're glad you're back. We're glad we're back. We're glad you're here watching us. This is going really well, I think.
Matt is infecting all of us. this announcement capability.
Well, I was stalling because I was pulling my calendar up to do the things, and it was like buffering. So here we are. I'm here. Business at the front. Next Sunday, well, this coming Sunday, we are back with campaign 3. We just did a scary haunted house. So we're gonna be leaving October behind and getting the out of there. Monday is not a talk with me, so don't even try it. Tuesday, however, is the little long shot finale of our Alien long shots. It's been really crazy, really cool. If you haven't gotten a chance to check it out, please do. It's wild. And then this time next week, join us back for Curse of Strahd. This time Thursday on Halloween, right? We're doing a Halloween episode. Halloween, Curse of Strahd. No better thing I could think of to celebrate Halloween. But that is all we have coming up for CharmedPersons. As always, follow us on social medias for all the most up-to-datest things. And we're going to go ahead and jump right in to a recap of 25 days ago, Monsterhearts. Last we left Angelwood, the crew decided to confront a mysterious texter who came from Ronnie's old phone number. Steve had been texting Ronnie's old phone number, kind of journal-style entries as a way of coping with his grief at her loss, and got a response. He promptly called the number, to which a surprised voice answered, "Hello." And we met Jess Chua on the other line, a new kind of new kid in the neighborhood coming all the way from Chicago after a little bit of trouble in their old hometown. Instead of waiting to meet the following day like Jess ultimately agreed to, Steve, Josie, Onyx, and Vernon decided to break into the school's records, find Jess's address, and make their way to the home of Jess Chua. Initially freaked out, Jess soon warmed to the wannabe adventuring party, and they all agreed to meet up the next day as originally planned, going their separate ways for the evening. Steve and Vernon decided to keep the good times rolling a little bit more, with Jess, exchanging some slightly flirty text messages that seemed to be reciprocated. Onyx and Steve made their way to Onyx's apartment, where Steve lamented his stagnant feelings for Dustin and was offended that Onyx would have the audacity to insinuate that he had been flirting with Vernon. Josie was visited by a hollow in her home, and for once did not choose to follow her impulses, but surrendered to the onslaught of emotion that has been plaguing her all summer. Vernon, who waited outside Onyx's apartment for Steve to leave, finds Onyx and tells her that he is going to have Jess on the podcast after all. Alaska, in that conversation, lets slip that Josh is moving to a boarding school in LA and is shocked that Onyx didn't know about it. Shocked. Jess falls asleep, feeling the familiar volatility of family, excited for potential belonging in this new adventure. And we will start.
Can I, real quick, ask a clarification?
Yeah, please.
Just as a reminder for me, because I didn't take notes. The two people we saw in the school when we broke in was Ken Marks and the principal.
Ken Marks and Principal Rosenthal.
And they were talking, and it didn't seem like a great conversation.
They were talking, it seemed fraught, but you didn't hear.
Yeah.
And their faces were close to each other.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
I did hear that Ken Marks on the news when Steve and Onyx, he had shut down his business. But by the time you flipped the mute, you couldn't hear and the story had moved on. So you can kind of insinuate that maybe it's something to do with that. Yeah. But yeah, that is another fact. And because it's been so long, feel free to like stop and ask clarifying questions, because I didn't want to cover everything.
No, of course. Thank you very much.
But yeah, we will start the next morning. You wake up. Let me get some vibes going for the players. You wake up and it is a bright, sunny day. School is still freshly started. This is day 2, day 3. You find yourself awake wherever you woke up. Specifically, you, Steve. You, last night, cried yourself to sleep in an alley after coming to terms with the vast array of teenage emotion that you have been going through. You find yourself, it's warm enough still to feel comfortable. You maybe didn't even know you fell asleep the whole time, but you wake up in an alley. What do you do?
I think I kind of like come to and am immediately a little disappointed that it wasn't all just a bad dream. And check my phone, assuming I don't see anything, and kind of sigh. And I would assume, and I could be wrong, well, like, what time is it when I wake up? I would assume I would wake up a little bit earlier, just from like the city being alive early in the day, but
yeah, I would say it's summer, the sun rises earlier, so I would say it's probably about like 6:30.
Yeah, okay, that's what I was thinking. So I would say he just kind of like solemnly he wanted to meet with Dustin before school, right? Yeah,
right.
So I think that's what I think that's what we said. And so yeah, I think that he just kind of like solemnly makes his way to I think he doesn't like fly like he did last night. I think he's like looking for normalcy in this moment. And so he takes the train back to his apartment. I do think that he like kind of like goes to the alleyway and like floats himself up and into his bedroom. So it was just like he was in his bedroom all night. Probably not worried about his parents having checked on him at all, like, because once again, in his mind, it's a different world, and there is no they're probably just happy in their bedroom, and there's no reason for his mom to come check on him and make sure.
Yeah, and as a reminder, you do know that you got away with last night because your mom and dad were delayed in return travel from like a trip that they were on. And so they would have come back way late at night.
Yeah.
Assumed, and I think you texted them to say
I think I said I was going to stay
at Onyx. Yeah. So
actually in that case then I probably just would go into, like, I would just normally go into the house and I just take a quick shower, and I text Onyx when I get out of the shower, definitely having like sat in the shower and just like let the water hit me for like probably 10 minutes and then get out and text Onyx and I say, I hope you don't hate me for leaving in the middle of a conversation. I just freaked out and physically couldn't be there anymore. I'm talking to Dustin this morning. Hope to talk to you later. Send that. And send Jess a message that just says, LMAO, just woke up, and wow, we were weird last night, so sorry about that again. Hope to talk to you today. If you don't think we're all freaks, should come see us at lunch or something like that. And send that off. And then I think he gets dressed and starts to head to the school to meet with Dustin.
You hear before you, after you send the text to Jess,
Yeah.
you hear a knock on your door.
Okay.
And it's your mother.
Come in.
And hey,
Hey.
hi.
Hey, how are you guys doing? How's your trip?
Good. It was great. It was great. Not looking forward to going back to work today, you know.
Yeah. Well, I don't need a ride, by the way. I'm gonna be taking. I'm gonna get there.
Oh, well, I was just gonna let you know Dustin is in the kitchen waiting for you. He said that you guys were supposed to meet up, and
yes, no, we were. Yep, that's exactly why I didn't need a ride. I thought we were meeting at the school. Makes sense that he would come here. That makes sense. Hey, Mom?
yeah.
How do you,
She starts to slightly shut the door,
yeah,
sensing that something is happening.
How do you, break up with someone in the best way?
Oh, Stevie, you breaking up with us? You want to break up with us?
Well, sit down.
Oh, and she shuts the door all the way and sits on the edge of your bed.
I don't want. I do really like Dustin. Awesome, but I also feel like that's the
Sweet
reason.
kid.
I also feel like that's kind of the reason why I have to, because he is really awesome, and I don't think he deserves. I've been kind of I've been.
Steven.
What? No, Mom. No. What? No, I didn't do anything. No, I didn't do anything.
What are you? Are you feeling teenage things? Are you feeling?
I have noticed the urge to, I don't know, like other people. And if I'm noticing that urge,
Should I get your dad in here? Do you want? Should
No.
we talk to your dad about this?
No.
Because I think he might be a little bit more. The urge to like other people seems like maybe something that you should talk to your father about, because
Dad is still just trying to get used to the fact that Dustin's a boy. I mean, he's very nice about it, but
yeah,
I
think we always kind of thought maybe that was a little bit of an option. We were hoping, I think, a little bit more than you want.
Oh, I get it, Mom. You guys are progressive parents. I understand.
Yeah. You said it. You said it.
Yeah, I know. You smoked weed once in college.
It was more than once. It was 3 times. Okay.
Okay. Oh no, it's fine. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But I'm trying to be mature here. I'm a sophomore now. And I just feel like if I don't know, if you had feelings for other people, wouldn't be good to Dad, right?
Well, I've heard about these lifestyles that some people, the young people especially, that haven't in non-monogamy is
Mom,
something
I don't want
that
to think about
you don't want to do that. Okay, yes.
No, it's not that I don't. I mean, I guess I never thought about.
You don't want to talk about it.
I just don't want to think about you and Dad in that context.
We're not. No, we're not.
I know. You don't have to confirm
your
that
father
for me.
could never.
Yeah, you don't have to
he
confirm
would
that for
be
me. I understand.
bad at it.
I get it.
Okay.
Okay.
But
So you're saying that maybe I should just tell Dustin what I'm feeling, and not assume that just ending it is the only.
Exactly. Wow, you really rolled high there on your smarts check, didn't you?
Yeah,
nice.
Sometimes I forget I'm 15 and I'm a little bit too understanding.
Yeah. I think that if it were me and I were you,
yeah,
and living in this world that we live in, it's tough out there. And if you find someone that makes you happy, you can't just give them up because you had one flirtatious look with someone else. But ultimately, you're also young, and this isn't your forever. So
yeah, I mean, it was more than a look, but I think what you're saying is right.
Yeah, I'm gonna be here for you, whatever. And I think Dustin is a nice guy. And that.
Yeah.
Do I think what?
You think you can just keep you and Dad up?
Yeah.
Just while we talk.
You're gonna do it in the house? Okay.
Well, I don't know.
Okay.
Should I take him somewhere else?
No. I don't know why I said that. That felt. I'm a parent. Okay. Yes, your father and I will go upstairs. There is some toaster strudels in the freezer if you need to soften the blow, and we will go upstairs and love you so much. Bye.
Okay, bye.
And I she'll open the door and shut it kind of quickly behind her so you can have like an organic start. And you hear just Pa, where are you?
So
and you
funny.
hear like footsteps go up the stairs.
Yeah.
And like their bedroom door slam, and
So she immediately just starts to be like, okay, now listen.
Yeah, okay, now listen. They're gonna break up. And we're gonna be really cool about it, and you're gonna be really cool about it, and you're not gonna hope anything for the next one, okay?
Anything for the next one.
It's gonna be a blank slate, and whatever happens is his life.
All right.
Is what you imagine.
Yeah, of course. That is what I imagine, yeah. Jenna, I didn't say anything. Okay, anyway.
No, I know, Paul.
And, yeah, I go downstairs.
Cool. You see Dustin, kind of, he hasn't quite sat, but he's like leaning against a kitchen chair. Like if he had to wait any longer, would he sit down? Like he doesn't really, he kind of feels awkward and uncomfortable in the space, and he sees you and he's like, hey, how...
You know you can sit down in our chairs,
No,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're goof. Yeah, no, everything went good last night.
Good.
Nobody went missing or died, so that's great.
I mean, I kind of thought that it would be chill, but and you would have said something, but
for sure. How did your night go?
It was fine. I did a couple like PSAT practice tests, and
really,
yeah, it's not really that hard. It's pretty.
Already? Do I need to be doing that?
I mean, my mom wants me to do it. Like, I think she wants me to get into a good college and get like a lot of scholarships and stuff. So.
Well, you will. Hey, I'm sorry that things have been weird between.
Yeah. You see, he like kind of like shuffles extra uncomfortably and is like, I mean, yeah, it's. I get it. Like, we are different, and
I need you to know right now, before we say anything else, that the fact that you aren't ever like different in the way that we're different means jack shit to me. Like, I think you're super cool. And I know that it was like weird last night and yesterday with us talking about you guys not coming, but like, I promise you that came only from a place of like really caring about you and not thinking less. Like, that first and foremost, I want to get.
Thanks.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff, and I know that it seems whatever, like maybe I'm just saying it, but it's true. Like, a lot of stuff that you do, I can't do. I can't draw nearly as
you
good
could
as you.
do a practice PSAT for sure.
I genuinely don't know if I could.
You could. You might not be good at it, but you could find it online and do it.
Okay, well,
I'll send you the link.
there's something that I need to talk to you about. I've been feeling drawn to other people.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I can't pretend like I didn't notice. Like you're really great at a lot of things, and subtlety isn't one of them. So I think I had a feeling, and I think that's why I was kind of freaking out, and that's why I was being weird. And I think it probably I knew this was coming, but if you're just gonna break up with me, then just break up with me, and we can move on, and we could be friends if you wanted to. And I promise that I won't be weird then, because I might need like a couple of days or something, and I could find my own. It's cool, but like it's probably ultimately will be really weird with like the D&D campaign and stuff. Because
Dustin, I put my hands on his shoulders. If anyone's gonna end this relationship, it will be understandably you. Okay.
What do you?
I know. It's not that I don't really like you. I do love you, Dustin, and.
But you want to be with other people.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess I do.
So you're telling me that you want to be with other people, but you don't want to break up with me. So you want me to break up with you because you want to be with other people?
No. That's not what I'm saying at all. God, fuck! I'm bad at this. I am saying that I would like to make
do a three-way.
Whoa. I am
what?
Not... If you would let me, I know I'm pausing a lot because I don't know what to say, but if you would let me finish, I'm sorry. I want to be with you. And maybe I also want to be with other people. And if that means that you can't be with me, that's fine. And that's understandable. But in my perfect world, I could be with you, and maybe I could potentially be with other people as well at the same time. I didn't know that that was an option, but apparently that's an option. And that would be really cool. But I also know that I'm just me, and I'm just my head and brain, and that there's other heads, and you have head. And you have a head, and you have your own thoughts, and maybe those thoughts aren't my thoughts, and I have to respect those thoughts.
Whoa. My cousin Christine did something like this once.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she had 2 boyfriends.
The one who, like, when she smiles, it's a lot of gum?
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember her from the reunion.
More boyfriends,
yeah.
I guess. I don't know.
Listen, I'll be honest with you, Justin. I at first thought that maybe I did need to break up with you because you don't deserve to have me having feelings for other people, and not just solely focusing on you. But then, of all people, my mom was like, well, hey, I don't know. And she smoked weed a couple times in college. And so she...
That's fucking nuts. Your mom smoked weed?
We've done cocaine.
Oh, shit. Did I do cocaine? I can't remember.
No, I don't actually. I don't think you did. I don't think you did.
I don't think Dustin did cocaine. I'll go back and confirm that, but I've not done cocaine.
I did cocaine.
Okay, yeah.
But so I don't know. So, and once again, it's not that I'm putting it on you. That's not what I'm doing. I'm not like, you have to make the decision. Like, that's not what I'm saying. If you're not okay with that, then I respect us not being able to do this anymore.
But it is, so then that is on me.
I guess kind of, but like...
Okay, well, okay.
I don't mean it in a bad way. Like,
who is it? Well, is it a lot of people?
I don't know if I'm ready for that conversation yet.
But is it a lot of people?
No. What do you mean? Is it a lot of... No.
You want to be with a lot of other people?
No. I don't know. No, I don't know what the number would be. I don't think there is. I don't.
But like right now, is there a lot of other people that you want to be with? Like, are you thinking of a lot, or do you have a specific? Who is it?
Dustin, I don't know.
You can tell me that.
I don't know if I'm ready for that part of this conversation, to be honest. And if staying with me is something that you would be interested in, then maybe we can have that conversation. But if that's not something you're interested in, which once again is 100% understandable, then that's something that I would kind of want to keep maybe private.
Okay.
Is that what I say?
I think I gotta think about this.
Of course. That makes a lot of sense.
This is a lot.
I didn't even, yeah, of course. No, I'm sorry.
I thought you were gonna break up with me, and I was kind of mentally prepared for that, and now you...
Do you want me to break up?
Don't want to break up. I don't know. I guess I didn't really think there was another option either, and so now I have to think about it. And do you mind if I walk to school by myself?
No.
No offense. Like
No.
This is...
Yeah. No. It's fine.
Is it Onyx?
No. I've told you so. No, it's not Onyx. No.
You promise?
I swear.
Because Josh is moving away.
What?
Did she not tell you that?
She doesn't know that. She doesn't. She would have told me.
She doesn't know that her boyfriend is moving away?
She would have told me. There's no way she knows. I gotta call. Onyx.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
Okay.
But I'll see you in homeroom.
Yeah. I'm really sorry, Dustin.
It's fine.
It felt like talking about this was way better than not talking about it.
Yeah. I'll talk to you later. But
Okay.
it's fine. Don't.
You don't
And
have
you
to
see,
play...
he's really caught.
Yeah,
like
of course,
he wants to give you, like, he wants to be there for you, but he is feeling so much.
Of course.
And just can't, like, even really look at you. So he, like, slides his backpack over his shoulder and, like, scoots in the chair that now is, like, way far out that he's been, like, gripping.
Yeah.
And is like, I'll see you at school.
Yeah.
And
okay.
he turns around and shows himself out. Almost immediately you hear the pounding of feet on stairs, and your mom peers around the corner.
Not now.
Nope.
Not
okay.
now.
Paul, back upstairs. Go back upstairs.
and I just, like, I grab my phone, I text Onyx, and I say, we need, in all caps, to talk. That went horribly. Also, I have to tell you something. Make the most angry toaster strudel, angry and sad toaster strudel I've ever made.
It's like just like a blob of the frosting.
Yeah.
Just like you like popped it onto.
I'm walking out the door with, like, I didn't put the icing. Like, I'm eating the toaster strudel and then putting icing in my mouth. And then, like, I'm just like, I'm a mess as I didn't go to school.
Okay, so then we'll pop over then to Onyx. Onyx, you wake up having received these text messages. You recall the details start to come back to you from last night. You wake up to see Steve texting you saying that Dustin's meeting him this morning. You wake up you see a follow-up text message that says that went horribly. We need to talk. See you at school. And you hear, like, the clanking of Alaska getting things together in the kitchen. Cody and Juno are at the, like, I imagine you have, like, a kitchen with, like, an island. It's not quite like an Eden kitchen, but, like, it's like a little gathering space. And they're talking, like, excitedly to each other. And what do you do?
Is there's nothing from Josh? Because if I recall, I sent him, like, a voice text last night being like, call me in the morning.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Wait,
Yeah, I believe it.
I send him a voice text to call me in the morning.
Yep. Nothing. You don't have... You see that it was red, but you don't...
He left her on red!
Got red receipts? Oh,
He's your boyfriend. He's been transparent this whole time. This is the first time that.
Oh, this is so bad. I call Steve.
You call Steve? So Steve, you're squirting toaster strudel icing into your mouth and just crying as you walk to the train.
Hello?
Steve, this
What?
is bad.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I physically couldn't be there anymore, Onyx. It was like you put up a mirror in front of me and I said, fuck that.
No, that's fine. I don't care, Steve. That's fine. I just Josh is moving.
You did know.
Did you know?
I just got told this morning. That's why I texted you. Dustin told me this morning.
Oh my! Why does Dustin know?
Exactly. So you didn't know. You didn't know then. You would have told me.
No, Alaska told me literally just before going to bed last night, and Josh hasn't texted me back or called me. And
Dustin said like it was so obvious. Wait, he hasn't. You called him and he hasn't called you?
I texted him last night to call me when he woke up. Like, when does he leave? Am I gonna go to school today and he's not gonna be there?
I don't know. I know nothing. Did he? Well, maybe he hasn't read the text message yet.
No, he's read the text message.
Oh fuck.
That little freak has his receipts on.
Why would he do that? That's bad. Okay. Well, I suggest.
Wait, what happened with you?
Well, my mom convinced me to suggest polyamory to my boyfriend, so.
Oh my god.
It did not go well, Onyx. I wasn't prepared. First of all, he showed up at my house, which, like, I guess I didn't say not to do, but I definitely didn't expect. I was, like, expecting to meet on neutral ground, and instead I was, like, anyway. And so, I don't know, I was just like, you know, after our conversation last night, I was like, yeah, Dustin doesn't deserve this. I gotta end this. I shouldn't be having these thoughts. And then my mom was like, well, I smoked weed in college, and she was telling me about, and she was
about smoking weed?
What?
Never mind. We don't have to talk about
Why is everyone? So many moms have smoked weed. So your parents are wolves. Okay, so then I was like, you know what? Maybe yeah, like. I guess a dream world would be that I could be with Dustin and like other people. And so I suggested that to him, but then he was like, okay, but who is it? And he was like, first of all, he was like, is it Onyx? And I was like, bitch, you do not know me because it's not Onyx. And I don't know why he didn't. And so.
Wait, Steve, did you tell him who it was?
No.
Did you tell him without Vernon?
It's not.
Okay. It's not Vernon. It's not.
Okay.
It's Vernon only against your better judgment, but we'll leave that for another day.
Whatever.
Okay.
So he said he had to. So it was horrible, and so he said he had to think about it. So that's, you know.
But Steve, you need to think about it. Is that even what you really want?
I don't know.
Your mom introduced polyamory to you 5 minutes before you talked to your boyfriend about it. I think you need to spend some time thinking about if that's actually what you would want. Because sure, it sounds like the ideal world.
Exactly.
Where you can Dustin, but have your little flirtations. But that's gonna look really different. Like,
you're right.
That's not what your relationship with Dustin has been this whole time. Like. I just want you to be fair to both of you.
For sure. I don't know. Okay. Either way, that's currently on pause right now. We need to deal with what's actively happening, which is Josh.
I mean, how do I deal with it? Should I call him?
I call him. And I tell him that I need to talk to him and that we need to meet. It's important. And then you're there.
No. He already, I think, like, totally doesn't trust me.
Okay, but he has to talk to you. He can't not. I'm sorry. Listen, it's okay that he's mad at you because you still haven't fucking told him, and that's okay. We can talk about that later. But it's not okay to just like make this huge thing and do this and not tell you about it. Like that's not cool.
Yeah, I mean,
he needs to talk to you.
Okay, conceivably, he's been mad at me since yesterday,
Okay, well, how about I just call him and be like, hey, you gotta talk to Onyx.
Not have known that he's moving since before yesterday.
100%. So how about I call him and we don't trick him, and I just say, hey, you gotta talk to Onyx.
I don't want him to feel bullied into talking to me. I think I should.
There's no way in this God's green earth that Josh Odom would feel bullied by
Okay.
That got Jenn.
I
but
think
you're right. Okay, yeah, you're being nice.
Well, I think I gotta see if he shows up to school. If he's not at school and there's not a way for me to like literally talk to him, then yeah, we're gonna have to try something else. But
okay, you're right. Yeah, we should show up at school first.
I mean, he can't have found out yesterday and be gone today.
No, he's gonna no.
And he can't not talk to me if he literally leaves town. That'd be so mean.
I would say that I can ask Dustin what he knows more about it, but I definitely don't want to talk.
No, you need to take some space right now.
Yeah.
Who else knows? Ugh, I don't even know how Alaska found out.
If any of our core group knew, they would have told you. I would hope.
Vernon just smiled. I'm just here to put it out there that Matt just went.
Somewhere in the world, Vernon smiles. Okay.
I think I'm gonna send him a text and tell him that I'll find him at school to talk. I think he needs to be done in person.
Just get to school. We need to be around each other so that we don't go insane.
Yeah, okay. Ugh, this is gonna be the most terrible second day of school ever.
Oh, it's the second day. I start crying again as I put more icing in my mouth.
Oh, babes. So y'all finish up your phone call. Onyx.
The hormones are crazy in this group.
Yeah, 15 years old is when it hits. The childhood is gone.
I would send Josh a text and be like, hey, I really want to talk to you, but I'll find you at school this morning.
Roll 2 d6s for me.
Seven.
We'll
Jennifer
see.
Lawrence meme. What do you mean?
What do you
mean?
What do you mean? We'll see what that does in a minute. Vernon, where do you find yourself this morning as your classmates are making their way?
I'm in my little I like to call it my townhouse in my outside of Cora's place. Trying to just make it seem normal. It's at least to her parents, even though obviously it's not. So getting up early and getting ready, and then finding if Cora is going to school, and because she's not in our homeroom, so I try to find Cora.
You'll try to find Cora. You know, just from living here for the year, that which window is her window. You do see that there is a light on, like the little string lights around the like window frame are on. So you do assume that she's in her room.
I'm going to knock on the front door. I don't think I've ever done that to Cora's house, but I'm just gonna knock on the front door. See what happens.
You knock on the front door, and a little over like 15 seconds goes by. Not very long. But when you're sitting there after waiting, from knocking, it feels like an eternity. And the door opens, and it is Cora's brother Seth. who you know of and who I absolutely did not prep a portrait of because I didn't think that you would ever, in God's green earth, as Zach says, knock on the door. But you do see kind of dark hair, very like coif, you know, it's a little bit longer, but it's like slicked back, like I don't know. Kind of, I would describe it kind of like Mayumi's hair is right now, like just like this, like very cool teen boy effect. He's a senior. He's the same grade as Alaska. You've seen them run around together. You're familiar with him from your time here. But he opens the door and he's like, well, "Hey, why are you knocking?"
I live here.
Yeah, why do you what so why are you knocking?
Can I come in?
Yeah. Yeah, weirdo, come in.
How are you in Alaska? Are you dating? I can never keep this straight.
No.
Oh. Okay.
No, we never have dated. Why? Did someone tell you that we were dating?
No, I just have seen you together a lot.
We aren't dating. We're friends. We're great friends.
Okay.
Do you want
here?
Cora? He like shouts up. Cora, your Vernon's here. And you hear like it's hard to explain because Cora, you've known her in multiple phases of her life, and there was like an excitement to her when you first met her, and that you remember really, really, you know, in some ways fondly, from before she turned. And now there is a kind of lightness to her, very, whether it's the undead factor or the simple fact that she's kind of learning to surrender to this kind of eternal energy. Comes down the stairs. You see a little bit more of your sister in her, this kind of quiet confidence, and she comes to the edge of the stairs and is like, what?
I'm heading to school soon. Thought we could walk together. We're going to the same place.
Okay. Yeah.
Cool. Seth, do you want to come with us?
No.
Okay.
Please go 50 million paces ahead of me.
Now, why do you say that? Do you don't want to be seen with lower classmen, or is it with your sister, or is it with me?
He looks at Cora and is like, yes.
Okay, that's fine.
He like shuffles up the stairs, leaving you and Cora in the living room. He's moody, so don't mind him. He's moody. Something's been going on with him lately. I don't know. He's just been, I don't know if he's like got mad senioritis or if he's like, I don't think it's Alaska, but I think he's like really got it bad for her, and I don't think he like either knows that she's gay or like, I don't know.
I asked him about it. He lied to my face about Alaska, saying they were never dating. So he's in denial.
They never did date, but you know,
okay.
her and Scotty were together, you know.
Yeah, but
you remember that? Are you sure? Because you're an old man, so we gotta keep that memory in check. She like laughs a little.
My memory is just like my soul, eternal.
Nice. Did that just come to you?
I've been thinking about it for years.
It shows.
Does Seth know about you?
No.
Okay.
No, that is a bridge I do not want to cross. Maybe ever if I can get away with it, but he's going to college, so I'm sure that he will forget all about me.
Okay, well, I want you to be prepared because he will probably find out eventually.
What do you mean?
Well, you're not going to age outwardly.
Okay.
I just wanted to let you know, to remind you that you can't hide it forever, but you don't need to tell him now. He seems like he's vulnerable, and it's the worst thing to put on a vulnerable person is our condition.
So how did you handle it?
Oh, I moved away and cut ties with everyone I knew.
Huh. Oh, yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Luckily, they're all dead
really... now. Ooh, okay. Yeah, we don't have to talk about this right now. I may be immortal, but I have not tackled that existential dread.
Hey, did you switch homerooms this year, or are you in a different one? Didn't see you.
Yeah, I'm in a different homeroom.
Okay. Is that your choice? You just switching it up?
Listen, I was gonna talk to you about it. It's not anything personal. It's just that, I don't know. I wanted to give you space.
Okay.
I think, in theory, a lot of the rest of our immortal lives are going to be tied to each other. So I figured I might as well just let you, do your own thing, and I'll do my own thing. And if we find each other, we find each other.
I think that's probably a good idea. Like you said, we're probably linked to each other for a while, and we can go our own paths even though we are so similar now.
And I mean, we live literally in the same place.
True. Well, there's this last night I was walking around at night.
I was too.
Oh, nice. That's one of the benefits of being a vampire, but there's this new girl who had Ronnie's number. Jess. I think she's gonna be on the podcast. I think she knows something.
Know something about Ronnie? Or what do you mean?
Well, I'm not sure yet. But I just got the vibe of knowing something. And there's no better way to find out if someone knows something than to confront them on a podcast.
I mean, you have shown that to be true multiple times, so I won't doubt you. Okay, do you need me to get anything prepped? Do you have her contact info? Do you want me to send her the guest packet, or?
I do have her contact info. I'll send her the stuff.
Vernon, oh my god.
What?
You just meet someone and immediately you find a way to ingratiate her into your podcast. Are you trying to hook up?
No. She also has Steve's number, so that's nothing on Steve, but
are you all trying to hook up?
Steve is.
Oh shit.
I think Steve and Dustin are having a hard time.
Oh shit.
But it's probably for the best because Steve's too good for him.
Oh. Steve's too good for him.
Yeah, Dustin's... what's the word? Normal. And I'm sorry, but you just can't be like that and around someone like Steve, who's going to get Dustin hurt, whether Steve knows it or not. That's how I see it. It's also kind of boring.
Wow. I never thought I would see the day when you are protective of Steve. It's kind of cute, honestly.
I don't know if it's cute, but I feel like Steve and I have bonded over the last summer. Sometimes I feel like Steve can... He's very effusive and sometimes emotional, and that really takes me back. I don't know, I'm not used to it.
Okay. Well,
we moved the podcast equipment into Onyx's apartment.
Oh. Okay. Well, I will leave you to it then, and she kind of like eyes you suspiciously. Good luck with all of that.
Thank you. Do you want to help out with the podcast in a more official capacity?
What do you have in mind?
Well, we have, of course, the co-host, Onyx, who's doing a great job. Steve is kind of helping out, but kind of helping out. I just think maybe if you want to be the person who's the prepared person, the on-task person, help schedule, I think you're good at that.
Yeah, I'll try.
Great.
She like puts out her hand for you to shake it. Back to coworkers.
Okay, let's go to school.
Seth, we're going to school. And she waits to see if he'll respond. He doesn't. Looks at you. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna have any trouble cutting ties with him for the rest of eternity.
Are you sure Alaska and him didn't date? I swear they dated.
She smacks you upside the head. Come on. Grabs her backpack, leaves. It's a particularly sunny day. You notice she like slides some shades down as you walk to school. You of course have had years and years to get used to this. She, as a new vampire, is a little bit more sensitive. You notice as you're like walking to the train, she like kind of grabs your hand a couple times when there's some, slight temptations as you're, in more crowded areas. But she has had kind of a whole year and a little bit of a summer to really, she's come a long way. Maybe there's a little bit of pride in this kind of new, relationship that you two can share.
I don't show this on my face or in my actions in any way, but I am proud of her.
Cute. I will say that you two, based on this conversation and kind of the I would say vibes that you're both feeling, the shared vibes, you will both gain a string on each other.
Nice.
And you make your way to school, which leaves our new student, just Chua. You wake up having fallen asleep on your futon bed in the middle of this apartment that you share with your Aunt Yuki. Similarly to how Onyx awoke, you hear kind of the kitchen clanging sounds of your Aunt Yuki making some coffee in the morning. And as she hears you stir, she says, Jess, Jess, is that you?
Quick question. What
Yeah.
time does school start?
School starts at like 7:30.
Great. Jess wakes up at 7:45.
Oh. Then in that case, you feel yourself being shaken awake by Aunt Yuki. Jess, come on. School
What?
started.
What?
School starts at 7:30.
Don't you have work?
Don't you have school? Hey, we are not playing this game.
All right.
This has got to change. You came here because of this. Don't start a new...
Yeah. Okay, you sound like my mom.
Goodness gracious.
And she'll go trudge up to the bathroom and do like, all the bathroom getting ready.
Mm-hmm. And it takes far too long for Yuki's patience.
Oh yeah, no, I'm putting on like a little playlist. I'm taking like a half-hour shower.
Yeah, she you hear the kind of like huffs and puffs and like clanging, and it slowly kind of dies down through your shower, through your time in the bathroom, and when you get out of the bathroom, you see that she is gone, and it does look like she's taken the cup of coffee that she was working on, like the to-go mug, and has had to leave for work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she'll get ready for school very like in no rush at all, and also sort of hindered by the like having to like dig clothes out of like trash bags and then find like accessories and like a pair of headphones or whatever from like tote bags that are just kind of forming like a weird like pile half circle around the futon. And we'll leave like 45 minutes late.
Okay. You make your way to
Does Steve
school.
get an answer to his text message, by the way?
Oh shit!
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Good call. Thanks for remembering that.
Yeah, she will text him back. Yeah, it was weird. Still great to meet you for the first time and hear your voice. I'll see you at school under normal, regular, not weird circumstances at all. And send a little emoji of like the face wearing a cowboy hat.
Yes.
Steve would have just hearted that message.
Ooh.
You make your way to school, Jess. It is well past homeroom. You are about like 15-20 minutes into first period by the time you get to school. You have to stop by the office. You have and remember hearing about this woman, but you never officially met her. But you walk to the front office and you see this woman. You see this woman at the front desk. And she says, "Oh, someone's arriving a little late, huh?"
It's me. Yeah. I guess I need like a schedule or something. I don't know where to go.
Yeah. So you are. Remind me of your name again.
Chua. Jess Chua.
C. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And she like goes through like a little pile on her desk. Here it is, and she hands you a paper copy of your schedule. You can also download it on there's an app that we have. It's like Angelwood High app. And
your school has an app?
Yeah, it's a thing now. Apparently, schools have apps, and you can like directly message your teachers and all of this. So if you want to download that, you can. It's not a requirement. I certainly wouldn't want to be texted by my students at whatever amount of time. But if it's helpful for you, you can do that.
Great.
Cool. Where are you from?
I'm from Chicago.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yep. You've got a East Coast vibe going. very not
Well,
Oregon vibe.
I
Right?
I guess Chicago is east of, it's
Yeah,
like
I would call it the East Coast.
Well,
What do you
sort
call
of in
it?
the middle of the country, so
Oh, the middle country.
Midwest.
Got it. Midwest. That's what it's called.
Thank you for your help, Miss.
Taylor. So you might know my son. You might be in a class with him. Steve.
Oh.
Yes, he runs around here. He's pretty popular, I think. He's got a lot of friends. He's got a boyfriend.
Oh, does he? What's his
Well,
boyfriend?
he may not.
I don't know anyone, so Wait, what was that?
You'll love him. If you read into him, Steve Taylor. I don't know if you have any classes. Can I see your schedule?
Sure. Can I? Is there like a chair? I think I'll actually sit down.
You want to sit down? Yeah.
It seems like this conversation is gonna kind of continue.
No,
This could not be worse. This could not be worse.
Yeah, if Steve was here.
Steve's mom.
Yeah, so you sit down. She was like, "Oh, are you?"
Oh well, you seem like this conversation. You were going to tell me about Steve and Steve's.
Oh well, no. So Steve is the most darling. He's my only child, of course, so I just love him. But he has a boyfriend, Dustin. And Dustin is also a very sweet boy. And let me tell you, they were friends. And all last year, I thought they were just friends. And I was like, wow, this is he has not had a friend like this in a long time. It turns out he had not had a friend like that ever. And they had been together. And I will say I'm very pro a lot of things, and I'm very pro this, but it took me a second and I'm just going to be honest with you, it took me a second to get I had to sort it out in my system. I had kind of thought or anticipated that maybe it might happen sometimes. And she kind of just goes on and on about Steve. She tells you all about his D&D campaigns. Oh. She tells all about how he is got this really nice group of friends. She's really proud of him. It was really hard on him when his dad was away, but it has been pretty well adjusted since he came back.
It's very that moment where you're in class and you don't want to learn things, so you have your teacher talk about a thing that
if you want to egg her on, she will lose track of herself.
But it is also still very purposeful of oh, you're telling me about Steve I know, and I'm doing the little
and she doesn't know that so you're storing it away. It's a very stealthy situation. I actually will go ahead and give you a string on her because she is giving all of this information.
I feel like she should get a string on me. I feel like Jess should get a string on me.
Okay. Jess has a string on you then. Yeah, that's a good call. That'll be a better use. So you have a string now on Steve, Jess, and Jenna just keeps kind of talking, and then the bell rings, signaling that first period is over. And she looks mortified. She goes, "Oh my God. Oh, that was so irresponsible of me. You need to get to second period."
Listen, you don't understand. I'm a new kid in town and I don't know anyone. And I feel I can find Steve and I can maybe be friends with him. He sounds
he's great. He's great. You'll love him. It does look like you have the same lunch period. So find him at lunch. He'll introduce you to his friends. Maybe you guys can run around together. He had a bit of a tough year last year, so it would be nice for him to feel as though he he's still got it in him. And who knows, maybe, I don't know, something. Never mind, I'm not going to say anything. So get to class, have a good time. Welcome to Angelwood High School. If you need anything, you know where to find me.
Yeah.
Thank
you so much. And I'm going to get to see you every day since you're sitting in the front office, and I'll say hi every time.
Oh, aren't you sweet? My goodness. Dude, get to class. Get out of here.
And yeah, she'll go.
So yeah, Jess makes her way to her second period class, the inconsequential math class or some shit. Does anybody have anything that they wanted to do? Well, I guess let's skip. So
I'm assuming Onyx and Steve would be on the lookout for John.
So we're gonna go back, yeah, to homeroom. Gonna backtrack a little bit. You all make your way into Mrs. Barnes's homeroom class, and I think
people always talk about how having a parent that works at school would be weird. I have not had a single weird moment happen because of it. I have no regrets with my mom working here. I think it's fine.
You did get to break into her computer, so...
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, I see no downsides.
No.
That's so funny. So yeah, do you guys remember we drew some dicks and the cool S?
Oh yeah.
And we're playing tic-tac-toe, and Vernon carved darkness into the desk. It looks like.
So funny.
You all arrive into homeroom. I would imagine that you meet outside in like the quad or something, and all make your way in together. And Steve, Onyx, Vernon, and you see Scotty already at the desk, kind of with her hoodie or their hoodie over their head, yawning, looking very tired. And you all find your seats. Steve, you see Dustin kind of sequestered over at the other chunk of desks, kind of to your front here. And then just for you, Mayumi, I know you've watched, and I know you're not technically in this homeroom, but there is Scotty. You'll probably see them running around. And then here's Dustin. You'll definitely see him running around.
Yeah, Daniel Radcliffe.
Yeah. Y'all make your way into homeroom. You see Miss Barnes at the front, kind of nose deep in a book. Here she is again if you can need a refresher. Yeah, and you all just make your way in.
Where TF is Josh?
You don't see him yet.
Something wrong with Josh?
I'm just like sitting on the edge of my seat, like vibrating.
I look at Vernon and I just kind of be like, later.
Something wrong with Dustin?
Vernon.
Dustin looks like he's been crying. He is not making
No!
His eyes
Angela!
are red and puffy.
Angela!
He like gives you who? He like gives you a look when you first come in. That's like I'm fine, and then like immediately looks away.
I am 33 years old.
You heard
mortified about my teenage.
You did this.
Oh God.
Why you don't date?
Hey. Me and Dustin had a conversation and.
What? Scotty like lifts their head up. You what? Did you break up? Did you break up?
No. Maybe.
Oh. And they look at Dustin and then see that Dustin like looks over at them and they look away.
Scotty!
He didn't see me.
Yes,
he didn't see me. No, he
Do you want me to talk to Dustin for you, Steve? Because I will.
Vernon, I would do anything for you to not move an inch nearer him. The answer is no, please, no. However, wait.
Oh boy.
You be shushed.
Be shushed.
Onyx.
Oh boy.
What?
I love you, and I'll be right back. Okay?
Look.
I'm going to the bathroom. Ms. Barnes, can I go to the bathroom?
She like peeks over her book. Make it quick.
Okay.
Here.
Yes.
And she hands you like a disturbingly large like piece of wood block that says like hall pass on it.
You're not supposed to give weapons to children.
It's Steve.
Hi. Steve has gained so much confidence. He didn't have his dad die to humble him. Okay, so he goes to the bathroom. I forget how I got this, but I have in my inventory Josh's beanie. And so I mean, I forget I wrote it down for a reason.
Why do you have that?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
I must have. I think I might have stolen it from him or something like that. But I
or
wouldn't have
was
written
there? I feel like I remember there was a point where you like asked everybody to collect something from them in case you needed to like protect them or something.
That could make
I might have
sense.
made that up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that could make
but
sense.
We'll
but
say that. Yeah, you just.
I wouldn't
like,
have wrote it down if I didn't have it.
Yeah, no, that's a weird
so-
thing to write down. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna. Yeah.
Um,
If anybody can go back and tell us where.
Yeah.
Where did Steve
Mayumi,
get
number
Josh?
one fan.
Yeah. Lore keeper Mayumi.
Mayumi's
Where-
like, it was episode 3 hours in. Okay.
Minute and second.
And I'm going to go to the bathroom stall,
Okay.
and I'm going to get out
Oh
Josh's
my
beanie.
God.
And I.
Angie!
My,
Do you let him do this, Onyx?
Thing.
I
He
just
said,
I said
after
I
he
love
said,
you, and then I'm
I
going
love
to the
you, I'll be
bathroom.
right back.
Yes.
Yeah, I stay in the homeroom because I'm waiting for Josh to come in. I'm like,
Yeah, okay, yeah. That
It's
makes
nothing
sense.
bad, guys. Come
Okay.
on.
I don't know.
And my skin goes pale. My veins blacken under my skin. My eyes go black. And I start to chant underneath my breath. And I am attempting to use the watching hex on Josh, so that I can see through his eyes and find out where the fuck he is.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to roll with dark, and I get a +1 because I am using sympathetic token.
this doesn't work.
I'm so nervous.
I hope nothing bad happens. Add the +1. 10. Succeeds.
Okay.
So on a 10, the hex works and can easily be reversed, is what it says. And for watching, it says I enter a deep sleep, and I begin to see the world through the eyes of the hexed. I can feel their reactions to and impressions of what they are seeing. So I see their eyes, I can feel their reactions and their impressions of what's happening. So like basically like I would say surface level feelings about what they are experiencing.
Mhm.
So yeah, and with a 10, it's like completely successful. Like doesn't like he's not hurt or anything. He doesn't know I'm there.
Yeah.
Cool.
And I'm sitting in the stall too, so that it makes sense that I'm I'm like
The amount of times you've entered a deep
Taking a
spell
toilet nap.
sleep in this stall.
I know.
Um,
I like go to my stall. It's like the stall I
yeah,
always go to.
yeah. It's your spell stall.
My spell stall.
There's
like a tally mark to like the right, and no one knows what that's for, but it's me. I'm the one doing it.
You feel the effects of this hex take over you, and then you feel that kind of familiar successful feeling of your consciousness leaving you behind and entering into the
I think
mind
Steve
of...
smiles as his consciousness
Yeah.
fades.
You feel yourself come to. It's almost as if you have turned on the TV mid
Yeah.
television show,
Yeah.
but from a first person perspective, and you see a video game in front of you. You see like hands on the controllers, kind of rough, active hands. You assume that they're Josh's. You see a bedroom full of posters. There's different bands. There's a couple local bands. There's a little bit of like a shelf for trophies. You see like curtains blocking a window, and basically are getting a sense that if this is Josh, which you feel confident it is, he is closed off in his room playing video games.
Probably zoning. I probably don't like feel
he's
like...
zoned out, but you do sense a underlying, like, I don't want to say it's a numbness, but like whatever video game he's playing is exciting. It's like a maybe like a first person shooter or like a racing game. Like he's into it. You can feel the like tension of him.
Yeah.
But behind that there is very kind of empty, kind of like, I wouldn't say so far as dread, but there is a discomfort.
Yeah.
To how he is feeling, since you can kind of glean that as well.
The only thing I would ask for clarification is you said there's like posters and stuff around the room, so I'm not seeing a room covered in boxes.
It is not covered in boxes.
Doesn't look like he's moving within the next 48 hours, probably.
Yeah, it doesn't look like if he is moving, if he is leaving, it's not tomorrow.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good. So I just kind of come out of the trance and I sigh. And I like look at the beanie and I say, "Sorry, bro," and I put it in my backpack, and then I take the fucking wrench that's the hall pass that I go back to the homeroom. I go back to homeroom, hand it to Miss Barnes, and I sit down, say, "Josh is okay. He's probably not gonna come to school."
Did you just fucking call him? I told you not to.
I did not call him.
Steve.
He's not hurt, and he didn't know that it happened. Okay?
What is he doing? Where is he?
He's at home playing Call of Duty. Not even a new one.
Ooh.
Yeah, he went back.
It's from like PS2. It's his brother's.
Yeah, he's playing alone.
That's his comfort game.
Yeah.
Oh god.
He's just playing the campaign, and the campaigns are not what those games. Anyway. But good news, everything's like still in his room, like out, like he's like nothing's like.
Okay, so he's not moving like immediately. Why would he just skip school for the day?
Okay.
I mean, he's probably not okay, is the thing.
You know what I mean, though? I mean, physically. He's alive.
Fuck. I feel like whatever's going on is a little unproportional to like not sitting at the same table as me in homeroom, you know?
I
Just
agree.
like
There was something he
blew
felt
up in my face.
I could feel that he was upset about something.
Probably knows you're hiding something from him.
Actually, maybe, for sure. I do think we should hear Vernon on that, and I can't believe I'm saying that, but hear what he just said. And then also...
Hear Vernon, huh?
You're right, I'll shut up. It also felt like it could have been so intense that it was like... Maybe something, like, think about it, like, if you're going to a board... Like, what if his parents are getting... Or,
like he doesn't want to go?
Like, yeah, well, not even that he doesn't want to go, but like, I don't know, maybe there's something that's so bad and wrong that like the way that you guys are right now is just a symptom of that. Or he hates you. One of the two of those.
Please.
I
Could hear Steve out on this.
I'm just joking. He doesn't hate her. I'm trying to make light of the situation.
I can try to follow Josh tonight and see if he does anything untoward.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna talk to Josh before tonight. Vernon, in all your many years of being 14, have you ever been to a boarding school?
Yeah, 6 years in the 70s.
Do they have boxing? Do they have like better sports than a public school?
Depends, but
I think. Yeah, I mean, ours had kind of non-official boxing rings that we started in the backyard.
Vernon, you know damn well that is not an answer to her question.
I sense some hostility, Steve.
I mean,
I didn't get a lot of sleep last night, and I'm sorry, Vernon. And I want to say more, but I'm just going to leave it at that.
is leaving on like a scholarship, so that makes me think that like.
I don't think it's a scholarship. Wait, Alaska said that?
Yeah, that's what Alaska told me.
Oh. Well, something's wrong. And
I mean, I don't even know how Alaska knows, so.
I don't know.
Is he that good to get a scholarship? No offense to him.
You want to call Dustin over and ask?
I mean, he's good, but like, he's also just a boy, you know.
And Scotty, did you know?
Scotty doesn't know.
Scotty, did you know?
I didn't know. I don't know.
Scotty, did you know?
That your boyfriend and me. What is the lyrics?
Scotty
doesn't know.
That you're Fiona and me.
Fiona. No, I don't know anything.
Do you want to?
I think I have to go to his house.
Do you want to ask Dustin if he knows anything?
You want me to go over there and ask Dustin?
No, I'm asking Onyx.
Oh.
Middleman, I have to actually talk to Josh myself this time.
I'm just trying to help.
That sounds like a really adult and mature way to handle things.
For sure, when he will answer like a mature adult.
Okay, well, I just texted him because I've been trying to like let him respond to me. But
you're not mad at me.
No, I don't want people to try to be sneaky about it. What?
Did you hear that? Your phone's vibrating.
Onyx, you feel the vibration of text messages.
Great.
Text messages. Siri, read them to me.
It's two texts. It was 3 texts, but 2 of them from one person, 1 of them from another person. You see a 2 texts from Josh. The first one says, "Hey, I'm not going to be at school today." The second one says, "We should talk."
Oh.
And then the second one is from Alaska, and it says, "Hey, what are you doing after school today? Seth is taking his parents' car. We can use it to get to the house."
You dirty little. How dare you, Angie?
I'm just playing a game. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, you're pulling the puppet strings.
As I'm supposed to.
Yes, of course. There's a reason why it's called the Master of Ceremonies.
The Master of Ceremonies, and literally my principal in the MC sheet says, what does it say? Embrace melodrama, and then put them together and separate them.
Yes, love it.
So you get those 3 texts, Onyx, and I think that's where we're gonna take a break.
Oh my gosh.
A little bio break so we can process all of this teen angst information. We will come back to your decision, Onyx, but then probably will likely skip ahead to lunch to see how all of these things become dealt with. So go get a cup of tea to soothe your nerves, because I know I sure am, and come back in a few minutes and we'll keep going. One. Hey, we're back.
Hey.
Very serious. Onyx, at the end of homeroom, on the second day of school, you get 2 texts. One from Josh saying that he wants to talk. One from your sister, Alaska, asking what you're doing after school because she now has a way to get you to the house that your parents lived in, the last known location of them.
So I'm skipping school today.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll say, do you tell anybody in your direct vicinity, or what's the move?
Yeah, I mean, I think I would tell the friends that I'm sitting with that I'm like,
yeah,
we go to Josh's right away.
Do you want any backup?
No, I think I have to do it alone.
Okay. Well, just know I would do anything to get out of school. So if you need me, just let me know.
Well, keep tonight free.
Okay, will do.
But yeah, I think this part I gotta do solo, and I would send Josh a text that's like, I'm on my way, and maybe at the end of homeroom, like I'm not trying to cause a scene, but at the end of homeroom, I would just leave.
Okay. So the bell rings. He texts you back, and whether or not you decide to listen to it, he responds by saying, "No, this can wait till after school. You don't have to skip school. Don't get in trouble, like etc. etc." Would you respond to any of them? No, you're playing his game.
I just would write back, I know.
Oh. He doesn't respond to that. You, having told all your friends the plan, quietly slip out of the school during the busy passing period. No one really clocks you. Actually, go ahead. What's your volatile stat?
It is pretty sure that it's 2. Yeah, it's 2.
Okay. I'm gonna have you roll to run away.
Oh God. Okay.
I wanted to make sure you had enough of a stat to add a buff. And you do. But you're not technically running away from something scary, but you are running away from a situation or a scenario to try to find a safe place to have this conversation. That is my justification. Okay. Cool. So yeah, you succeed. You are able to really social success. Oh, 7 and 9. Oh. Okay. So
I have strings on Josh and Coach Mark.
You have string on Coach Mark?
Yes.
He doubles as the school security guard.
Yeah. Do a 2d6. No modifiers.
Putting me through the ringer.
Evens.
Another 7.
Another 7. I was gonna say evens, you don't run into anybody. Odds, you do. So if you do, I would say that like a teacher is there if you're trying to sneak out the gym way, because you know that there is no teachers there. Like there's no like practices or anything. Usually towards the end of the day is when that area starts getting dense. You, I would say, would see Coach Mark. He would wave to you. If you want to use your string on him, I'll say take away that string. You'll get the 10. You'll succeed. He won't think anything of it. You want to do that? Okay. So take that string away then from Coach Mark. And you have a 10, which is now a success. You easily slip through the double doors out of the gym side of the building and make your way to Josh's house. We will cut back to that. The day goes on, and does anybody have anything they desperately want to do between now and lunch? No. Okay, so day goes on as usual. Jess makes it to their second period class. All of you are, hearts and throats at where Onyx might be, what conversation might be happening. You make your way through the first half of the day, and the bell rings at the end of fourth period into fifth period, and you all make your way to the now new cafeteria. You are not in the freshman cafeteria anymore. You all find yourself in the main cafeteria for lunch. You see a couple upperclassmen that you've seen before. You see, unfortunately, Haley and Christina, two mean girls from your homeroom that you got into an altercation with last year. You do see Seth and Alaska sitting at a table with a couple of their friends that you remember seeing at the dance last year, the winter formal. But yeah, this is a whole new kind of big bad thing that you guys are all experiencing, being sophomores, being like the very top of the lower classmen.
I would try to get there. Like, I wouldn't take anything to my locker. I would try to get there as soon as possible so that I could get there before Dustin. And he has to choose whether or not he sits at the same table as me or not, so that I don't have to make that decision.
Okay. So you sit there. Before you even see Dustin, you do see Jess. You make your way into the cafeteria, and Steve, you did text them and say maybe you can sit with us at lunch.
Yep.
So Jess, you see Steve sitting at a table, and do you make your way over?
I make my way over, and immediately, I assume he's sitting down. I'm immediately like sidling up behind him and put my arms like around his shoulders. And I'm like, hey, Steve, did you know that your school has an app where you can text your teachers?
Oh my god! Hey! Yes, it's, yeah, that's incredibly weird, and I don't think it's gonna last very long before that becomes problematic.
Not enough people know about it, because I think if they did, they would definitely shut down that app.
Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah. Wait, how do you know about that?
I met your mom, who works at the school. She's like at the front desk.
Oh yeah,
and she was like, "Here's your schedule," and she's like, "You also gonna put it on your app." And I thought that was weird.
Oh yeah, no.
Is that cool? You kind of tensed up there a little bit.
No, that's fine. No, no. How'd you know that she was my mom?
Because of your last names.
Taylor's a pretty. Yeah. Did my mom talk to you about me?
Yeah, she said like, "Oh, I have a son that goes here."
Oh, that's.
Oh, you guys have lunch together. She's very sweet.
Okay. No, she's great. She's great. Well, how was your first day so far?
I was late. There was a math class. There was a science class. I don't remember anything.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Steve's very awkward.
At this very moment, Dustin starts walking by, and he does look as though he is going to sit next to you, and then sees Jess making themselves comfortable next to you. His eyes go a little wide very briefly, and then you see him kind of compose himself, and he comes with his lunch tray and he says, "Hi, can I sit here?"
Of course.
Hi.
Yes.
Hi, I'm
Dustin. This is Jess, new student.
I put my hand out.
He balances his tray and tries to shake your hand.
Oh my gosh, Steve's mom told me all about you. How are you, Dustin?
I gotta roll to keep my cool first.
Okay, roll to keep your cool. Name what you're afraid of right now, though.
I am afraid of. God, I mean,
it can be the fact that they're meeting. It can be the fact that this situation is happening. But if you are specifically also afraid of something,
I always forget how keeping your cool works.
Basically, it is in response to something that you are afraid of, and you want to maintain composure.
Oh, an act despite a fear. So my fear is that this goes incredibly poorly, and that I offend and hurt Dustin, and also lose what footing I have with Jess.
Okay. Okay.
So that would definitely be my fear.
What's your cold stat?
My
Plus
cold is a +1. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, go for it.
Oh god, I do have 1 string on Dustin, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, here we go. Okay. 8.
8.
A
Okay,
string wouldn't
so
get me anywhere.
a string wouldn't get you anywhere, but you are watching these two people interact. One that you have cultivated a pretty solid friendship and into a romantic relationship with, and one who has brought out an insane and intense curiosity from you.
Very feral side, one might say.
Yeah, very feral side. Any action that you take with either of them will not be confident.
Yeah.
So the way that your actions will leave you vulnerable is that if you continue to try to play this middle ground and to not tell Dustin what you perceive Dustin wants to know, and if you don't tell Jess what really your agenda is, both of them are going to see.
Okay,
your vulnerability is that they are going to read you. Both
Yeah.
of them are good at reading you, and they will read you, and whether or not they do anything about it, you will be read, and that is your vulnerability.
Yeah, basically you're saying there's no way out of this where I don't show a preparation. Like, I don't...
Where either you don't show preparation or they perceive a preparation.
Yeah.
So you could be the most Libra bullshit in the middle, scales, balance.
Yeah, offended. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But you also...
Yeah, I think
you can only control you. You can't control their perception.
I have to remember that Zach is 33 and Steve is 15. I also have to remember that, on a serious note, like I said, like, I know I kind of joke about it, but it is true, like, especially being a person who's experienced it, like, not having the death of his father is a very, like, he wouldn't have that humbling experience.
No.
And so I do think that he is a little bit more feral, and he is a little bit...
Yeah.
And so this magic...
But also remember so I will remind you, you may not have that had happened, like, in your reality, but remember, you are still feeling bits of it.
For sure. Yes, 100%. And so I think the way that comes across is that he really is embracing his magic more. Whereas he was more cautious about it. He's less cautious about it. And I just think it's led him to be, I don't know, a bit more feral. And so I think in this moment, he kind of smiles at both of them. I think he very pointedly says, and Jess, this is Dustin. And he, like, makes a pointed pause.
You weirdly see text above
Brutal.
Dustin's head with a little butterfly that says Dustin will remember this action. This action will have consequences.
Yeah, for sure.
So you pause. Dustin takes a sharp inhale, looks at you, Jess, and says, "Oh, interesting. Steve's mom is pretty cool. She I guess you would know a lot about me because Steve and I have been dating for about a year.
Oh yeah, you're probably like over at his house all the time.
Yeah,
Sure.
so
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he
You're at
kind of when he
school.
says
Look at
that,
you.
he looks at you, Steve. He like glances over at you when he says that, and then goes back to Jess and is just as pleasant as possible. Like, so where did you come from? What?
Am I clocking the weirdness?
I would say yeah. I would say based on the role that Steve got and that's
Yeah.
kind of in between that he's living in, I'd say both you and Dustin clock that there is an unsettledness to him. And
This is
the
just my
fact
worst
that
nightmare.
I was
his
talking to his
mom
mom,
said
yes.
boyfriend, he didn't say boyfriend. Dustin just confirmed that they've been
Ooh.
dating, and you may have seen. I would even say that you're perceptive enough to have seen Dustin kind of glance at Steve.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he just will start asking you about where you're from, what brought you here, how's this day been,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
are you interested, are you into anything? He'll probably start telling you about their D&D campaign. He's doing PSAT prep, da-da-da.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, well, you know, like, you could pretty much blow off your freshman and sophomore years. I guess, like, if you do care about college junior years, where it kind of matters. But, like, that's great. You, like, want to get into a good college. That's great.
I mean, yeah, my mom wants me to get, we can't, like, really afford, I mean, we can maybe, like, afford community college, but, like, we can't, I would have to get a scholarship. And if I wanted to go out of state, that's going to be crazy. And, like, the student loan forgiveness program isn't what they thought it would be. And so, like, who even knows what the fuck is going to happen? Ugh.
I'm sure you'll
Anyway.
get good scholarships.
Yeah. Thanks.
Like, regular college, that's overrated. Just, like, do the community college bit. Figure yourself out, you know?
But like, I kind of want to go on like the you know, med school track, and that's really expensive. And I mean, I don't know what I would want to study, but I think like maybe it's just like, you know, I gotta start thinking about it now.
I'm gonna walk over to the table.
Thank God, thank God. Vernon, what's up, Vernon?
Yes.
You mean this isn't more of a nightmare for you, Steve?
Honestly, no.
I have a.
No one could
food
be more
tray.
awkward than Vernon.
I want to get up and attempt to hug Vernon.
You want to
With
hug
the same,
Vernon?
like, warmness that I
Ooh.
put my arms around Steve.
Why are you doing that? Are you trying to start some shit?
I would like to roll to turn him on, but it is also like I know two people,
Nope,
and
do
I'm
it.
gonna like solidify these
Nope.
relationships.
I like this. Turn him on.
Wow, might as well roll to shut Steve down.
No, maybe
Just
two
kidding,
rolls
I'm
at
just
once.
All of Steve's boyfriends are in
We
one room.
just
okay?
learned about polyamory, guys. I have two hands.
Yeah.
Should I roll with hot?
And I'm here to tell you that Jess came from Chicago and probably is polyamorous.
Yeah. Is there like a moment of like where I could like say like one thing to Dustin, or are they like too close?
I would say you, if you want to take the opportunity, since Jess is going a little bit into this hug with Vernon, Jesus Christ. You can in that brief moment go ahead and say what you want to Dustin before we get to the
I'll just say really quickly, I didn't want to assume anything at this point.
He looks at you and is just like, yeah, and like turns back to face
I checked my phone.
Jess, who he was talking to. You check your phone? Okay, cool. Jess, you rolled a 10. So you turn Vernon the fuck on. Like, Vernon, you see Jess, and there's like oh, yeah, this person. And she stands up and is like, Vernon, and hugs you in a way that, like, you are undead and have been undead for a long time, but you swear that there is like warmth radiating from her. Jess, do you have any?
Oh yeah, arms around you. I assume like Vernon's probably like more than a couple heads taller than them. full like arms around the torso, will like turn her head and like lean their head against his chest.
Oh my god. Vernon, what happens to you?
I think when you come near me to hug, I'm initially a little like, not expecting it. It's a little bit awkward, but I lean into it. I hug you back. I think it's we're sitting there for like 30 seconds. You're like laying your head on my chest. Jess, it's so good to see you. It was good to see you last night, and it's good to see you here at school today.
Dustin, like, eyes wide again as he hears you say it was good to see you last night. He, like, cocks his eyebrow. Jess, you gain a string on Vernon.
Mm-hmm.
And then, Vernon, you can choose one of the reactions under the turned on.
Okay, yeah, let me see. Oh, man.
It'd probably be I give myself to you if you're fully leaning into that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say that's fair. But you can also promise something
yes.
or get embarrassed.
That's okay. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I've been thinking about the podcast and you on it for all night.
Right, we should probably talk about that.
Oh, yeah. I would love to talk about it.
Dustin is like.
Dustin, do you know about
like,
Vernon's pod? I mean, you must. You guys are friends.
Yeah.
Jess, you said you wanted a dedication to Sasha. I don't want to.
Who's Sasha?
Excuse me, Dustin.
Oh, sorry.
Well, we don't have to. Like. Let's keep work and play separate. You know. We're at school. It's just school things. Me and you, we can talk.
Dustin looks at Steve. Is Steve texting still?
No, he just was looking at his phone to see if he heard anything from Onyx, but he was just looking at his phone to be away from that awkward position.
Okay, cool. I don't know if you were.
Yeah. And so, I hear all that, and I say, So, have you met anybody else? We can tell you.
I met your mom.
Cool or not? Yep. Yeah, you met
your mom. I met your mom.
Yeah.
She's the coolest. I have names, but I don't really have faces to names, so I couldn't really tell you. But there's people missing from this table.
Oh, yes, yeah. Oh, yeah, where is Josie? I kind of just assumed that she... I don't know, sometimes I'm used to... I get up my phone and I text Josie. And I text her in the group chat.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually... Keep it feral.
Oh, boy.
I make a new group chat. And I add Jess's number.
Oh my god. Okay. New group chat. Who's this? Who's in the group chat?
And I think it would be all of us. So Onyx, Vernon, me, Josie, Dustin.
Yeah.
And Scotty, I think. Everybody who's the core people who like know everything.
And then you said Jess, right?
And then add Jess.
Cool.
And then I think I would just text in that and I would say, Josie, you okay? You're not coming to school today? And then I would also say, and then I would send that, and then I would say, also, everybody would know. Well, I guess Scotty hasn't met Jess yet.
No, I thought Scotty was with you guys.
Scotty was with us. Yeah.
Scotty's like,
Yeah. So I would So I would just say also added Jess, exclamation point, and then I would like look up after sending that text and saying, this way you have everybody's number. Real quick way to do that.
Wait, is this a group chat that both me and Josh are in?
No, because
Ooh.
it's not. No, it's just you. Because it's the group chat that like knows about us.
Okay.
So Josh is not in it.
Yeah.
It's just you.
Got it. That would be.
Well, you don't know. Jess doesn't know.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Okay.
It's
But it is like in my phone,
see.
it's just gonna be like numbers plus like Steve
for
and
sure.
Vernon.
For
So
sure.
I'll like lean over and be like, "Who's this?"
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
and,
who's
I'll,
this?
and I'll literally,
Yeah.
and I'll be like, yeah, I mean, well, you know, you're new, and I just want to make like all of our friends are really cool, and you're really cool, and I think that you should, you know, we should help Jess out, right, Vernon? This was a good idea to do this, right, Vernon?
Yeah, I text in the text thread, "Welcome Jess!" exclamation point, which is the first time I've ever written something that thumbs up.
I give you a high
That's
five,
great.
Vernon, or I put up my hand for a high five.
Oh, that's
That's
so cute.
great.
Vernon, you know what to. Don't do that. Don't play that game. I hate it when you play I'm old. I hate that game. You know what a high five is.
I know what a high five is, but I just think we're both above it.
Vernon.
So
I looked at Jess and I say, "You're not above a high five, are you?"
Oh, hell no.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I look at
Nice.
Vernon, just raise my eyebrows real quick.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I was being stupid. I'll high five. I give my high five to Jess.
Wait.
Yes.
Actually, when I high five Jess in that moment, like, you're not above it, are you? Can
Oh, what do you
can I roll to shut Vernon down?
Yeah.
How dare you?
Absolutely. Oh God.
So this is a cold, right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I
God
have. Oh,
almighty.
Vernon has one on me, but I don't have one on him.
A string.
Okay. Yeah.
No.
Okay. I love the frenemy relationship that Vernon and Steve have.
The will they, won't they?
It's so
Will
homoerotic.
Steve, won't Steve?
Oof.
Oh.
7.
Ooh. Okay. So, choose one from below, but you come across poorly, and they give you a condition in return. Okay. So Steve.
Oh God, I come across poorly?
Yeah.
Fuck, how is that a partial success?
Choose, because you get to still choose one of these shut someone down
Yeah.
reactions, but then also Vernon, you will be able to name a condition that action makes you think of Steve.
Shamed. I am the option that I'm gonna choose is oh wait, it says if they have no strings on you. You definitely have a string on me, right? You have.
I think I have 5.
Oh God.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay.
A reminder to use your strings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then what I'm gonna choose is you lose one of those strings on me.
I only have 3.
Okay. Well, you
Okay.
lose one of them,
So now you have 2.
and then I get a condition, and I come across poorly. That's fantastic.
For sure, shamed.
Shamed.
Wait, like you in your eyes. You're-
I feel shame in front of Vernon. Is like that? Is that what it is?
Yeah, is that? I guess that. But no, I guess it would be how I
Embarrassed?
perceive Steve.
I think the conditions are like the way that everyone sees you until it's
Yeah.
removed. Everyone.
So like this reaction, like if we think about it from, let's walk through it, is that you tried to high five Vernon. Vernon like didn't want to give you a high five, or at least that's what it looks like. And so you were like, oh, come on. You know what to do, you idiot, you dum-dum, you like stinker. And then
Yeah, that's what it
you
said,
turn
yeah.
to Jess, and Jess is like, oh, hell yeah. And that is the act that shuts Vernon down. So like it's
Kind of like mean spirited almost.
yeah, it's like mean spirited. So the condition that Vernon could give you mean.
I
And
just
so
I
that-
just come across a little mean.
You come across as mean, and anybody who helps you, or like whenever you take like an action against being mean, or like do something that gets rid of the idea that you are a mean person, is what helps you get rid of that condition.
Okay, cool.
Does that, and you can pick, we don't have to pick mean, but like Vernon,
No.
that would be
Yeah, means good.
mean.
Okay.
So like Steve's being a little mean. Steve
He's
has
being a
the
little
mean
meanie.
condition.
I hate that.
It's
I
kind
hate
of
that
like
word. That's the worst
mean
condition I've ever
girl,
been given.
mean girl condition.
Steve and Zach
Mean girl
both
condition.
never want to be mean.
Yeah.
So,
That's so
Jess,
horrible.
you have any plans after school?
Whatever you guys are doing, I guess.
Well, I was thinking maybe there's a diner nearby. We can get some food, maybe talk about the podcast. I know you're new to town, and I have been to every place in this town many times. I can show you around to all the sites if you want.
Oh, you grew up here?
No, I didn't grow up here, but I'm a explorer.
Cool. So you can show me all the like locked and forbidden places, and we could break into them.
Oh, see, I told you that Jess would fit in our group. Our main place that we hang out is a cemetery, so
That is so goth.
yeah, it is
Be
pretty.
careful though, they might not let you come sometimes.
Why?
Just
yeah, Dustin, why?
like if you're not special to them.
Okay.
Excuse me. You know that that's not true, Dustin. Why?
So make sure you're special.
Oh, okay.
No offense. No, I'm sure that you're.
Dustin, can I talk to you for a second?
Yeah, let's talk.
Yeah.
Steve.
What is going on?
I look over and I say, I'm really sorry about this. I'm gonna go talk to Dustin. I don't know where that came
Okay.
from. And then I walk over to talk to Dustin. Hey,
Is it her?
Hey,
Is it her?
What the fuck?
Is it her that's got you
Hey,
all?
listen to me. Listen to me right now, because I came at you as respectfully as I could,
Mm-hmm.
and it is not my fault that I have the feelings that I have, and as soon as I did have them, I communicated with you. Now, I have been nothing but understanding, and I have said that if you have any negative feelings about that it is 100% okay. And I completely feel that way. But it does not mean that we had a nice moment about that. I told you that didn't matter to me. And you said, okay, you said thanks. And then you do something like that? Like, what the fuck? What are you doing?
Well, it's really great to walk up with your boyfriend sitting at a table with another person's arms wrapped around him.
I didn't tell her
and then
to
to
do
be
that.
introduced as, this is Dustin. Like, you're so just really ready to throw it away.
You said you wanted to think about it.
Yeah, I did, but I didn't know it would mean that you wouldn't introduce me as
Okay,
your
well, guess what? You
boyfriend
don't have to
anymore.
think about it anymore because we're done. And I walk away.
Oh no.
Roll to shut Dustin down.
Zach hates this! Oh, God.
Oh Jesus.
Oh, God, my heart is in pain. Okay. That wasn't cool in Steve's eyes, Dustin. But I know you're just in pain. You're just a little boy. Oh.
Jesus.
What a horrible roll to fail. I mean, what an absolutely god-awful roll.
Yeah. Do you have any strings that you want to use?
I do.
Do you want to use them?
I think I do. I think I do.
How many do you have?
I just have one, and I
Okay.
think I would be losing it anyway, and so
Yeah.
I think I am going to use it to make it a partial success. The option that I'm gonna choose is I want to give him a condition.
Okay.
I don't know what I want it to be though.
Oh.
Oh God. What do you think, Ange?
So he's giving you a condition and you're giving him a condition?
Yeah, and I would say that the condition he gives me is that, like, I've gone from, like, maybe my meanie condition gets upgraded to asshole. Like...
I mean, he's gonna look at you. He's gonna look at you when you say that, and he's gonna be like, "You're a dick, Steve."
Yeah. Fuck. Oh, that hurts.
And he'll walk away. So I think that, yeah, the mean condition can still exist in this pocket that these people witnessed.
Yeah.
But to Dustin,
I'm a dick.
you're unforgivable.
I'm unforgivable? I have to get rid of the condition unforgivable somehow? Oh, fuck. Okay.
You used your string to
Yes.
make it like, this is big, and
What'd
this
you
is
say?
and you just said to him he doesn't have to think about it anymore because we're done.
Yeah, I know.
After you blasted this on him, he walked in with
Oh, hey, listen.
someone's arms
Listen,
around
you don't
you.
have to convince Zach
I know.
about any of this.
I know. I don't have to convince myself either, and yet here we are. Okay, so yeah, your
I honestly
condition-
though, like, I think I'm gonna, like, I know that this is a game and it's all fake, but Zach, cannot put a condition on Dustin, so I'm just gonna take a forward. I'm just gonna take a forward to use at another
Which
time.
is great. Which
Yeah.
is great because if
Yeah.
you a forward is on, it can be on
Any roll, right?
even getting away from the unforgivable.
Yeah, exactly.
Too. So
So yeah, I just take a forward and and I go back to the group.
When Steve steps away, I talk to Jess. I'm sorry about Steve. He's just being a little mean today. He's not normally like this.
I'm sorry if like I know you guys have you guys have like established relationships with each other. I'm just like the new kids. I didn't mean to like home wreck, I guess.
No. You're the best thing that's happened to this friend group in a while.
Oh.
And Steve and
Jenn is writhing. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Steve and Dustin, I think it's for the best, honestly. Just
That's kind of. I mean, I don't know Dustin, but like he seems really nice. I mean.
he is nice, and Steve is usually nice, but I just think they're both young and a little volatile, and
Why do you talk like you're 40? We're in the same lunchroom right now.
Can I tell you a secret?
Yeah, of course.
I am a vampire.
Hey, I'm so sorry about that. I just like
You asshole.
I'm so sorry about that. Listen, I'm just gonna be honest with you, Jess. Me and Dustin have been a little weird, and things haven't been great. And I think that Dustin's awesome. I don't know where that came from, and but I'm sorry about that.
Yeah. No, he seems really nice. I guess.
He is.
He, like, you know, not to pry or anything. And while she's talking, she'll like put, I guess, a hand on Vernon to be like, I'm acknowledging this thing that you just said. We'll talk about this later.
For sure. I couldn't not take up that opportunity.
No, that was great. Yeah, I don't know. Not to pry. Maybe he's got something going on.
We're broken up, and we were kind of in the process of that, and it wasn't really official. And honestly, what he did just now I guess it kind of made it official. We just got into a fight. It wasn't cool of him to say what he said, and I'm sorry. You don't have to worry about us treating you weirdly. We don't do that. He just took out his anger on me and said something about the group. This group of friends is awesome. Vernon's really cool. Onyx is great.
Should we take Dustin out of the new text group?
Well, I wasn't gonna say it.
Honestly, maybe. Yeah, I don't want to.
Oh my god, a third group chat.
Oh.
Vernon, can you create it so I don't have to?
Onyx is getting these phone notifications of like new group chat, new group chat.
I make a new text group with the same people minus Dustin, and my response is, Steve and Dustin are broken up. This is new without Dustin.
I looked at Jess.
Wow, you guys move really fast.
I looked at Jess and I just say, honestly, every interaction that you've had with me since you've met me, I've made a complete fool of myself, or I've come across like some kind of weirdo or some dick, and I'm really sorry about that. And Vernon, I was a little mean to you, and I'm sorry. I think I just like, I was going through that shit with Dustin, and it was weird, and I was really trying to handle it as best as I can, and I cannot believe I'm unloading all of this on you. I am going to go to the bathroom and probably be in there until the bell rings. I'll talk to you guys later, and yeah, hopefully we can hang out soon. You have my number. Fuck. And
Wait, Steve, your blood sugar.
And I just go away.
Wait, Steve, your blood sugar. Your mom told me you get hypoglycemic.
If you really do say something like that, I think you would just like almost like the end of a sitcom scene. You just, as he's walking away in the distance, you just hear fuck.
Language, Mr. Taylor.
Sorry, Mrs. Barnes.
Amazing. So that all happens. We are going to leave Vernon and Jess in the lunchroom. We're going to flash back in time to Onyx leaving the school and making her way to Josh's house. Onyx, you get to Josh's front door. You know that it's a school day, it's a work day. No one is going to be home unless Josh is still, in fact, at his house. What do you do?
When I get there, I think I would text him and be like, I'm at the door.
So, Gen Z of you. You wait a couple minutes, the door opens, and you see Josh Odom at the door. Hey.
Hey.
What? You don't have to skip school.
No,
We talked.
I know. I didn't want to wait any longer. I know things aren't good, and it would have been a terrible day, so I thought, fuck it, I'll just come here.
Do you want to come in?
Yeah.
He starts, he pulls a bag of, it's 9 in the morning, and he pulls a bag of chips down from the top of the fridge and puts them in a bowl for you and pours you a glass of orange juice. Doesn't know how to entertain, but he's trying, and all the while not really, he's kind of avoiding eye contact, waiting for you to talk.
So when do you leave?
Who told you?
Don't be pissed, but Alaska did. I don't think she meant to. She assumed I already knew. She wasn't trying to rat you out or anything.
Probably my brother told Seth, and Seth told her, and
that makes sense.
I was gonna tell you.
Yeah.
I just didn't know how, and then yesterday was weird, and it all happened so fast. 2 days ago.
Oh, fuck.
I was on a wait list. I had applied. My mom thought it would be a good idea. My dad loved it. He went there when he was in high school, and I don't know, I was on a wait list and then somebody dropped and there was a spot open and I had to make a decision really quickly, but the scholarship is amazing and I could, go professional and...
The boxing scholarship?
Wrestling?
Wrestling, sorry. As I totally forget what sport we've been doing.
You're so into your friends now that you...
Yeah. I can't keep track of sports. Josh, first of all, that's really fucking cool. You should be proud. And also, it feels crazy that I didn't even know that you were applying.
Yeah. I'm sorry I didn't tell you. But I don't know. I mean, it felt like you... and Steve are so close, and I don't know. I guess I kind of it seems like you had your secrets and I just wanted my secrets, and I don't know, I think I was kind of mad at you.
On with me and Steve?
I mean, is there?
No. Steve is...
You guys are like inseparable. I feel like he knows you way more than I do.
I mean, I don't think that's a totally wrong instinct. But it's not because anything like romantic is going on between us. And I want you to know that I held out on telling Steve for a fucking long time too. It's not like it's been easy for me to tell everyone but you. I don't know what our relationship is gonna look like after this conversation, but tonight, Alaska and I think are going to go downtown to look around our parents' old apartment, the last place that we know that they lived when they were people. At least that's the impression that I get. I don't know a lot because the only way I have ever known my parents is as wolves in the woods behind the cemetery, which is why, I kind of used to live out that way with the Sibs. And I understand that this has got to sound like I am like pulling a prank on you or something, but that's who I have always known my parents to be, and the only way that I can communicate with them is when I become a wolf too. Which happens kind of not that often. It's chill, it's fine, and usually I can control it. I mean, a lot of it sometimes it kind of takes over me, but I don't do it a lot.
What in the fuck? Are you high?
No, Josh, please.
Are you? Listen, I knew this was gonna be a hard conversation, but It could just be hard. We don't have to make like a joke about it or like.
Oh, Josh, I'm not making this is not a joke. Again, I know it comes off as a joke, but you can understand why it would be so difficult to tell you because you would have like what kind of context would you have for me like saying this? And I'm like, how am I supposed to prove it to you? I'm not going to like turn into my werewolf form, which I know sounds like an excuse, but like I'm really kind of not under my right mind when I am a wolf, and I wouldn't want to do that to you, and it's kind of dangerous, but I swear to you, this summer when I have been spending a lot of time with Alaska in the woods, it's because I think we met some of my like old human family that I had never met before, and they think that my parents are dead, but
Onyx. Are you for real right now? Are you being for real?
yes.
Like you think you're a wolf?
I don't think I'm a wolf. I know that I'm a werewolf. Why do you think I'm like so stupid strong for having never done wrestling before? Like I don't know why this happened to me, but there's some sort of supernatural something.
Why are you just saying it now? Why are you just telling me now?
Because
This
Steve has
because Steve
Steve
did he make you not tell me? Did he not want you to tell me? And
no. Steve has been telling me Steve has been telling me to tell you for months. Like Steve has been encouraging me to tell you, and I just
Steve knows about this.
yes, because Steve has other supernatural abilities, and so he understands.
Is he a fucking werewolf too?
No, he's not a werewolf. I don't want to. It's not important what he can do, but he has. I learned very early on that he has some supernatural powers, and so he could sense that something was up with me. And I swear to God, I didn't tell him for so long because I didn't. No one fucking knew about this. Like I was trying to keep it under wraps. Like how would anyone understand this about me? But Steve has been telling me I have to tell you, and finding out that you were leaving and that I didn't know, even though it was for 2 days, I was like,
well, I was gonna tell you.
No, I know. Like, I know you were gonna tell me, and it felt so horrible to think that other people knew something about you that I didn't. And I just think it put things into perspective, and I want you to understand that, like, whatever connection I have with Steve or with it's not because I'm like cheating on you or something. It's not because I like am trying to keep you at a distance. I don't know how to tell you this, and it feels like stupid and fake, but it's not.
I guess I wish you would have told me sooner and not at the end.
Yeah. At the end.
I mean, I don't know how you want to do this, but like LA is really far.
Yeah.
And
I know.
I mean, I guess we could try, but I'm going to be really busy and I kind of want to focus.
Yeah.
And I mean, it seems like you have much bigger things to worry about. and that's okay. It's okay. I think we'll both be fine. I think this is really fun, and I really like you.
Yeah, you too, Josh. I really cared. I really care about you. I hope you can understand that that's where this came from, and maybe that was stupid and selfish. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be dating anyone if I can't. I just don't know how to like I said, Steve had to like pry this out of me. I like don't know how to be vulnerable this way. I just kind of fucking sucks, and I thought I was doing the best I could for our relationship.
Well, I think, and you see he kind of gets a little choked. And he kind of pushes past it, and he says, "Well, I think that it was great the whole time. And I'll miss you, and I hope that it gets easier to tell the next person. And they're going to be really lucky. And if it's Steve, that's okay. And if it's somebody else, it's okay. But I will be away. I will be gone, and maybe I'll see you in the summers when I come home.
Yeah, I would like to. I know it might take a while, but let's keep in touch. I mean, how long until you leave?
My term starts September 1st. So I have to leave by Friday.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go to the art festival. So if they're even, I haven't seen many posters, but I know Miss Townsend is gone, so I don't even know if they're gonna do it like they usually do it. But
I have no idea. She's the kind of heart of that thing. Would it be crazy to ask if you want to come to my parents' old apartment tonight? You don't have to if it's.
You want me to come? No.
Space.
Finally, you want me to come? I'll come. I'll go there.
I'd really like you to come. I think it might. I feel like everything I'm saying just lives in this like imaginary world, and I think you'll think. I mean, I don't know what we'll find there, but I think you'll understand.
I mean, it sounds pretty fucking insane. I'm not gonna lie.
We are gonna be like breaking into an abandoned apartment, so just so you know, it's not strictly legal.
Okay, well, as long as I don't get in trouble and ruin my shot.
We're gonna protect you at all costs, which is, you know, what I was trying to do all along. Because you really deserve your shot, Josh. You're gonna kill it in LA. I know you are.
You know what's crazy is that our team is the Wolves.
You can't get away from me. Hopefully not as vicious as some of the ones I've encountered.
And he, like, you see his expression kind of grow really concerned. And it kind of all hits him that, you know, based on what you've told him, and kind of painted this picture for him, and he kind of, you see him go back a little bit in his memories and make some connections of the first time that you all sparred essentially during tryouts, and I believe it was that time when you lost a little bit of control of your
I've heard him a couple
wolf
times,
form,
yeah.
and you know, your nails extended or your grip tightened, and he kind of starts to piece those together, and he looks at you and he kind of like nods, and you see him kind of fully understand the gravity of the last year and how that's been weighing on you. And he hugs you. He pulls you into a hug. And let's go. And he says, okay, well, I'm not technically enrolled, so I'm not gonna get in trouble, but you should like go back to school and like finish out the day, and I can meet you wherever. I know, but you can't get if you're gonna go for varsity this year, it's gonna be they're gonna be on you. They're gonna be on you.
Coach Mark is gonna look at me weird. He saw me leaving.
Oh,
honestly, he maybe didn't even notice. I think
he's kind of
I want him over so hard that like,
yeah. No, he's not gonna try. He's gonna try to craft you. Do you know how good it looks to have you on our team? He's the picture of progressive.
We're gonna suck without you.
No, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. You gotta hold the team together.
I'll do my best. Okay. Well,
Go.
will you be at school the rest of the week, or are you taking
No,
off?
I'm done. I am not enrolled anymore.
Oh God. Okay. Well, I'll text you out tonight.
If you said something, my internet went out for a brief second. Say it again.
I'll text you out tonight.
Okay. Yeah.
Thanks, and I'm sorry, and thanks, Josh.
Go. And he'll walk you to the door, give you another hug if you let him, and then
I think I kind of like squeeze his hand as I go, like a little too tight.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, okay. Okay. Bye.
I would like to say that based on the time that it takes you to get this conversation in and then get back to school, you would be coming in to the cafeteria as Dustin.
Oh my God.
Is
also
storming out.
I check my phone as I leave, and I get a text from Vernon that says Dustin and Steve broke up, and I'm like, fucking hell.
Yeah. And you see Dustin kind of passing. He doesn't see you, but he's like exiting as you're coming in.
It's Donald Glover walking into the room completely on fire.
Yeah. And you see Steve walking back to a table with Vernon or Steve, were you walking back to the table, or were you going
I had just walked away, so like I'm walking I walked away to go to the bathroom, and I probably
that's right.
into Onyx.
I would even actually say that you could run into Onyx, or if you wanted to avoid at all costs,
I want to see Onyx. I want to see.
You want to see Onyx? Okay,
sure.
so you
you go to the bathroom. I think I would go up to the table with Vernon and Jess, and I'd be like, I'd seen the text, and I'd be like, where's Steve? Point to the bathroom. I think I'm gonna go to the bathroom and knock on the men's bathroom door, and then kind of crack it open and be like, is anyone in here? Is it just Steve?
Is it just me?
Yeah. Yeah, there would be no one. Everybody else would be at lunch.
Yeah, it's just me.
And I would go in there.
Steve is crying, and is just looking in the mirror, and he turns to Onyx, And he just shakes his head. How'd it go?
I told him.
Did he
And,
believe you?
Not at first. And he is leaving on Friday.
Oh shit.
So it's done. But
It's you guys are done?
yeah. But I think it was really good to have told him, and I don't know. He's gonna come tonight.
I go up and I give her a hug. You invited him tonight?
Yeah, I think it'll give him some of the like closure, understanding.
Yeah, sure.
Did you tell everybody what your sister texted you?
Yeah, what do you mean tonight?
I guess I'm assuming that I would have like.
You just told me to like keep tonight open.
Oh yeah, so maybe not. So I would explain to you like, and I think I actually would have maybe not texted Alaska until after my conversation with Josh.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not sure if I can commit to that yet, but now I text Alaska back, maybe on my way back to school, and then I would tell you here, like, so this is what I'm doing tonight. I'm gonna get the others. I'm gonna let Josh. That'll be good.
Okay, yeah, great. No, I think that'll be good.
I think I would be like crying a little bit at this point and just being like, fucking sucks.
I guess at least it was on the same day.
Oh, are you okay?
I was a dick. You're gonna be mad at me. We had the conversation this morning, and then I go through like exactly how the conversation went this morning. And so like, you know, obviously like not good, but like I was trying to be respectful and like trying to like just be honest, because like, you know, I after everything that we've been through, I know like the worst thing would be to like start keeping secrets or start, you know, so I just like, I wanted to just be honest. And then and then I explain everything that happened at the lunch, and he just like, I don't know, he was like, just like in front of Jess, he was like, you know, unless you're not special. And we had just had that moment where I was like, and I mean, now that I've, you know, been removed from the situation for 5 minutes, I realized that he was just hurting, and that's what started making me cry, because I hurt him and I didn't want to hurt him. And
I wish we were normal.
I know.
Every teenager ever said.
Yeah, it's so different.
You know, at least though with tonight, I can show Josh what I can do, and he'll believe you probably a lot more.
Yeah, please don't do anything risky though.
No, just like put my hand through a wall or something.
Oh yeah, I think that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, because that way we won't have to break in. I can just.
Yeah, I don't want to. I can't turn into a werewolf. That can't be the way I prove it to him.
No. That'd be very bad. Yeah. So
I feel
he
like
really. Did you tell him what Josh said about the two of us?
No.
Okay.
Did you tell me what?
I'm trying to decide if I would, because you went first, so I'm trying to decide if I would have. And I think I would. Yeah. I think I would have told you that when I first told him that the first person he guessed who I liked was you.
Okay.
I just don't understand why we can't be friends. Since day one of us meeting, my friends have done nothing but think that I like you. And it's been over a year now.
Even if they like get over it, then they still like bring it back at some point.
I don't get it. Why aren't we allowed to be friends?
I don't know. Sorry we have like the coolest connection ever.
Yeah, sorry. Have you ever heard of platonic soulmate?
Yeah.
They're just jealous of us.
I feel
I'm really sorry that happened, Onyx.
Yeah, you too.
It's my fault, really.
What's your fault?
I mean, the thing was the stuff with Dustin. I mean, I guess I can't help how I feel, but I definitely did not handle it well.
Well, it's only the second day of school. Think how much we have to look forward to.
Oh, what?
Also, Vernon is like in love with Jess.
Oh my god, really?
Oh my god, you should have. I could have swore I saw a pulse in Vernon.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
I've only ever seen him be like with someone in kind of like a manipulative way.
Yeah, we gotta make sure that Jess, even though Jess seems pretty
Alarmingly chill.
alarmingly chill, but it's kind of hot though, right?
Oh.
You're on a different pace than me processing this.
Okay,
crazy.
I'm not. I'm just. That's an objective standpoint saying that. I'm being completely objective.
I don't think I'll ever think someone's hot again.
Oh.
Oh my god, Onyx.
And-
Okay, now we gotta get out of here. And I
Yeah, I was
start to
gonna
push
say-
you out of the bathroom.
As y'all make your way,
I like to think that we
out.
that somebody just some random generic boy starts to walk in and looks at us weird and looks at us weird. I'm like, what?
Whittaker from your homeroom.
Soulmates.
Yeah, we're platonic. Yeah, we yell at him. We get all he does is just give us one kind of weird look, and Onyx and I are like, "Hey, fuck you, guy. We can be in the bathroom, okay?"
This is the men's room.
Don't assume my gender.
We'll cut back to
It's
the
very what are the
cafeteria.
characters? What are the characters in Mean Girls? The big guy and the goth girl. I forget their names.
Damien and
yeah,
James
that is
and-
us. It's us.
Yeah.
Cut. That's what we're doing.
Yeah. But oh man, okay. So yeah, we'll cut from the bathroom back to the cafeteria where we have left Vernon and Jess alone. You two have just seen Dustin and Steve have a very heated conversation. Dustin storms out. Steve comes back, promptly has to excuse himself to the bathroom, and leaves you two. What do you do?
Vampire? You mean in your D&D game?
No, I'm a rogue. in
Oh,
D&D.
hell yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never divulged this like this, but if you want, I can tell you all about it at dinner tonight.
You're moving kind of fast.
Kind of fast.
Yeah, maybe I am.
Okay. I'm free tonight.
Great. I know the perfect place.
Do they
As-
know about your petition? I don't know. Is that
It's a condition. They know. Well, yeah, they know.
and they're cool with that? Have you ever bitten one of them?
No, I haven't. They're cool with it. Because it's not my place to tell.
Oh, they have secrets too.
Well, don't we all have secrets? I'm sure you have secrets.
You want to know my secrets?
I would be lying if I said I didn't want to know.
Yeah. So, you're single, obviously. I guess Steve is also single. I kind of want to know the lay of the land here. Who has relationships with who? I feel like I was not supposed to see that. And I can't help but feel like I might have done something there.
I think you just kind of pushed the inevitable along. I kind of think we're all single now.
One big polycule of weirdos.
Yeah.
So she does know about polyamory.
Has
Chicago.
TikTok.
Thank you, TikTok. She watches Thruples TikToks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're all just a weird single quote unquote friend group with weird secrets.
Did Dustin know?
Dustin knew.
Is he gonna tell people?
Oh fuck.
I don't know. I'll have a talk with him.
We should lock that down.
Yeah, we should. Thank you. You're right. We should. I should have thought about that earlier. It's a loose end. Thank you.
Yeah. For the group, obviously.
Yeah. Do you have a past history of locking people down? How would you go about it?
Well, no, I didn't.
Okay.
I mean, my old friends back in Chicago, we were tight, so I get this, the protecting one another, and when someone breaks off from the group, yeah, you just gotta lock it down. Nothing illegal, obviously, but just
Obviously.
yeah, a talk.
Okay. I think
Cool.
you're right. I'll talk to him. I know, I'm sure Steve is upset and hurting about the relationship, but which means that I'm the perfect candidate to talk to Dustin about this in this moment.
Alone?
Do you want to come with me?
You need some backup?
Yeah, I would love backup.
Cool. Angie, I think I would like to, it's not quite a move, but essentially give Vernon those 3 strings.
Okay.
Huh?
Okay. Okay.
So, I mean, yeah, Vernon, you have 3 strings on you now.
What?
Okay. Let me just write that down, because I will definitely use it. Well,
Risky move.
I look down at my food tray that just has 1 saltine cracker on it. I'm full.
You on keto or something?
No.
You know about the keto diet? Old man, 500-year-old vampire.
I'm not 500 years old.
How old are you?
21.
I know you're lying.
You're right. I'm sorry. I don't know why I lied to you. I don't know if I've ever done that. I'm 80, technically.
Have you been at the same high school for 80 years?
No. I'm an explorer, like I said. I've been all around. I've tried high school many times, but it's kind of hard to stick with it when everyone else ages out and you stay the same.
You should watch Twilight. I think that movie would really speak to you.
Okay, I'll check it out. Is it anything like Shrek 2?
Why?
Have you seen Shrek 2?
Yeah, like 10 years ago.
Well, I think it's a masterpiece. And
I like the one where he goes back in time, personally. But maybe you can change my mind. I don't know.
Yeah. Dinner and a movie?
It's a date.
Perfect. I have my own place. If you want to come over.
Sure. If it's cool with everyone else, like I don't know if you had plans with them.
Yeah, I think it's okay.
Okay.
Cool. It's a date.
Cool.
I'll meet you after school.
Where?
Just by the back entrance. I like to walk.
Back entrance. Okay.
Perfect.
There it is.
Onyx, would you have told Steve that you wanted to bring just like me and Josh and all that, or would you want to have included everybody?
I think I would have, like, after telling you in the bathroom, sent a message to which group text?
The one without Tussin, for sure.
Not one with Jess. I don't think I would.
Okay, yeah.
Yet. But with Vernon, you, Josie. I'm trying to decide if it's Cotty. No, I think just us hoes.
Just the humans, the actual real life people.
Just the magic
hoes. Okay, well, never mind then, because as a callback, I was gonna right then at that moment walk up and be like, "All right, guys, clear your calendars for tonight. We've got plans."
Yeah.
But never mind, that does not happen.
Vernon might be missing. Sounds like.
So a date is made, confessions confessed, breakups broken, and I would like to think that if this was the film that I see in my head, Vernon and Jess would have had their interaction, and Vernon says it's a date, and Jess says it's a date, smiles, and then immediate hard cut to blackout. And that's where we'll end tonight's feral teen session.
My goodness, what a session!
Of
Mayumi does
Monsterhearts.
Something to us.
I mean, I think having played a year and then having a new person come and then immediately just roll to turn everybody on, I think is probably pretty indicative.
And we took
of
25 days off.
And we took 25 days off, so we were ready.
So much pent up
energy. And there's
energy.
a baby kitty.
Yes.
Well, join us in 2 weeks where we will pick up right where we left off with Monsterhearts. But between now and then, tune into all of the sick content that we have going on Charmed Persons on Twitter, Charmed Persons on YouTube, Charmed Persons on Spotify, Apple Music, your dreams and hopes at Charmed Persons. And everybody, thank you so much for being feral, taking care of each other, pushing each other's boundaries, envelopes, and feelings. And with that, everybody say goodbye.
Bye.
Sorry.